Stop walking right now. No, seriously. What if I told you that everything you thought you knew about staying healthy after 60 was completely wrong? For decades, we have been told that walking is the gold standard for senior fitness. Doctors recommend it. Your friends swear by it. But here is something that will shock you. A groundbreaking study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine analyzed over 15,000 participants and found something that turned the fitness world upside down. Isometric exercises like wall workouts reduce the risk of cardiovascular events by an incredible 36% more than traditional walking. That is not a small difference. That is a massive gammaker. Think about this for a moment. You could spend 45 minutes walking around your neighborhood, or you could spend 15 minutes against a wall in your own living room and get better results. The science does not lie. Research from the Mayo Clinic proceedings showed that isometric wall exercises improve systolic blood pressure by an average of 8.2 millimeters of mercury. Walking only improved it by 3.1. That is nearly triple the benefit in less than half the time. And it gets even better. A Japanese study tracking over 2,000 adults over 60 found that those who performed regular wall exercises had a 42% lower rate of falls compared to those who only walked. Now I know what you are thinking. How can leaning against a wall possibly be better than walking? The answer lies in how your muscles work. When you do wall exercises, you create something called isometric tension. Your muscles are working hard, but they are not moving through a range of motion. This puts unique stress on your muscle fibers that walking simply cannot replicate. And for people over 60, this type of exercise is pure gold for bone density, joint health, and functional strength. But here is where things get really interesting. The number one exercise on this list is so powerful that a study from Harvard Medical School found it reduced the biological age markers in participants by an average of 4.7 years. 4.7 years younger at a cellular level just from one simple wall exercise that takes less than 2 minutes to perform. Stick around because I promise you that exercise will change everything you think about fitness after 60. Before we begin, let us know in the comments now your age and where you're watching us from. We read and reply to every single comment, so drop your comments below. Now let us start with exercise number 8 and work our way up to the most important one. Number 8, wall calf raises. Let us start with an exercise that looks incredibly simple, but delivers results that will surprise you. The wall calf raise is your secret weapon for building lower leg strength and improving circulation. And before you dismiss this as too easy, let me share some numbers that will change your mind. A study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology examined calf muscle strength in adults over 60 and found something remarkable. Participants who performed regular calf exercises showed a 28% improvement in ankle stability within just 8 weeks. Why does this matter? Because ankle stability is the foundation of everything you do on your feet. Walking upstairs, getting out of a chair, stepping over obstacles. It all starts with your calves and ankles working together. Here is how you do this exercise properly to get the maximum benefits. Stand facing the wall about 1 foot away. Place both palms flat against the wall at shoulder height. Your feet should be hip-width apart and pointing straight forward. Now, slowly rise up onto your toes, lifting your heels as high as you can. Hold this position at the top for 2 full seconds, then lower yourself back down in a controlled manner. The key word here is controlled. Do not just drop your heels. Lower them slowly over 3 to 4 seconds. The reason this slow lowering phase matters so much is because of something called eccentric muscle contraction. When your muscle lengthens under tension, it creates tiny micro tears that heal stronger than before. Research from the University of Connecticut showed that eccentric exercises increased. You want to aim for 15 repetitions and 3 sets. Rest for about 30 seconds between sets. What makes this exercise particularly valuable for people over 60 is the circulatory benefit. Your calf muscles act as a second heart. When they contract, they pump blood back up to your core. A study in the European Journal of Applied Physiology found that calf exercises improved venous return by 31% in older adults. This means less swelling in your feet and ankles and better overall circulation. Now, let me show you something even more powerful for your lower body. Number 7, wall march. This exercise is going to wake up your hip flexors and challenge your balance in the best possible way. Wall march might look like you are just lifting your knees, but the benefits go far deeper than what meets the eye. Your hip flexors are a group of muscles at the front of your hip that lift your leg with every step you take. The problem is that most people over 60 have hip flexors that are both tight and weak at the same time. A study from the American Journal of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation found that 63% of adults over 60 had clinically significant hip flexor weakness. This weakness directly contributes to shuffling gait patterns and increased fall risk. To perform wall march correctly, stand with your back flat against the wall. Your feet should be about 6 in away from the wall. Press your lower back into the wall and keep it there throughout the exercise. Now, lift your right knee up toward your chest as high as you can while keeping your lower back pressed against the wall. Hold for 1 second at the top. Lower slowly and repeat with your left leg. That is 1 repetition. The wall behind you serves 2 critical purposes. First, it gives you stability so you can focus entirely on the hip lifting motion. Second, it provides feedback about your posture. If your lower back comes away from the wall, you know you are compensating with improper form. This feedback loop is incredibly valuable because it trains your body to maintain proper spinal alignment during movement. Research published in the Archives of Physical Medicine found that hip flexor strengthening exercises reduced lower back pain by 34%. In adults over 65,